We are ready for the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Drehzahl hoch und ab geht's. Attacke. Dramatic start.
Das ist doch Autorennen.
So much action.
Das ist doch geil, oder?
Absolutely glued together. Three abreast.
Das ist ganz hohe Fahrkunst.
From the outside and he spins. Welcome to the Porsche Sports, and we are at the Hockenheim ring. It is an absolute party atmosphere here at this legendary circuit as we celebrate a legendary brand in motorsport. Porsche, in 1948, Ferry Porsche started this story, and it continues here in 2023. And what a way to celebrate! None more so than with Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. And under the sunshine, we are getting ready. There on the right hand side of your picture is last year's champion in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, now racing in DTM. That's Larry Heinrich. He's here supporting Maurice Scheuring, who is there to the side of him, and Flint Scheuring, who started from pole position in this morning's race in the Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux series. And there is Alex Fack Sr. as well from the Fack team. So lots of people, all the great and good of Porsche here on the grid, celebrating this wonderful brand. And there is Huub van Eindhoven. He had a great time in Monaco. Was that last week or was that the week before? I can't remember, but he loved it out on that circuit in the Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup. And he has qualified well in the number 28 car, starting 6th on the grid for this, which will be race 3 of a 16 race season for the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. What a start to the season we had. It all kicked off at Spa-Francorchamps on the 27th to the 29th of April, and it was there that Great Britain's Harry King won on his debut. That is no mean feat in Carrera Cup Germany, arguably the toughest Carrera Cup championship in the world. But the man who won the second race, it's taken him a couple of years, but finally he's got that monkey off his back. Luke Hartog for Team GP Elite. He is a man reborn for 2023. And he's proven that because he starts from pole position for this race this afternoon. Not only that, he's going to be starting from pole position tomorrow as well. His teammate is Larry ten Voorde. Larry starts alongside him for this race, and Larry, the most successful driver in Carrera Cup Germany history, looking to become the first driver ever to win 3 titles in this championship. But his teammate is proving to be a little bit pesky on that front, because he has beaten him in every race of the season so far. So Larry ten Voorde, he's had 2 second places at Spa-Francorchamps, and Luke Hartog had a win at Spa-Francorchamps. In fact, he finished behind Larry ten Voorde. He came 3rd at Spa-Francorchamps, but he's ahead of him in the points. There's a man who has come back to Carrera Cup Germany. He has got unfinished business. Leon Köhler, a driver who has won 3 times in this category and is looking to improve on 3rd place in the championship. He's finished 3rd in the championship twice, and he would dearly love to improve on that and take that championship title. That man there, such a strong contender for Allied Racing. Harry King, he's the outgoing Carrera Cup Benelux champion, and at Monaco last week we saw him take a win in the Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup, and what an emotional experience that was. Talking to him, he just said, I could have done with this race being just a week later so that I could bask in all the enjoyment and all the atmosphere of having won at Monaco. But now it's time to reset everything back to zero, because his focus is on Carrera Cup Germany and his focus is on the championship. To win on your debut in this championship is a big statement of intent. And with Allied Racing also there to support and to provide the car, he is going to be a contender all season long. You briefly saw Maurice Scheuring, a driver who has really upped his game in 2023. And there is Huub van Eindhoven. He's a driver who came so close to winning the Rookie Championship last year. He was beaten by Hockenheim. There's a driver who won the Rookie Championship and has gone on to some great things this year. Scoring points and podiums on his debut in the ELMS series. He finished third on his debut, so that is a great move for Hockenheim. And Huub van Eindhoven still in Carrera Cup Germany with lots of business to finish off. And Huub van Eindhoven, who will be a contender all season long. He had a fairly quiet Spa-Francorchamps, finishing 15th and 11th, so starting further up the grid for sure here at the Hockenheim ring, and he will be there or thereabouts, starting 6th on the grid in this race. There's Alex Fack Jr., the son of Alex Fack, who starts in the upper part of the grid on the 4th row. He starts 8th on the grid alongside Bastian Boos, another of the Allied racing drivers. Had a difficult qualifying session, didn't really enjoy Spa too much either, but Bastian Boos, well, you count him out at your peril. Here's a driver who's on the up, Ariel Levy, the first driver in the number 87 car from Israel to have ever raced in Carrera Cup Germany, and he's also racing in the Carrera Cup Benelux Championship this weekend, and he finished in 2nd place in the race that took place this morning. He is a man on a mission, and he has certainly been impressing in all of the free practice and qualifying sessions this weekend. There is a man that we're going to be talking about all season long, though, for Shera Sport PHX, Harry Jones. He's a driver who's not raced on any circuits in Europe. He hadn't even visited any of these circuits prior to the start of the season. He went to Spa and he impressed. He leads the rookie standings, and he is the highest placed rookie again for this race. Keep an eye on Harry Jones. He starts from 10th on the grid for this race. Gislain Cordeel for GP Elite. He's come from Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux, another driver who has aspirations to feature in the championship. A 10th and a 13th at Spa-Francorchamps was not really what he was looking for, but he starts 11th on the grid for this race. It is race 3 of a 16 race season. It will be getting underway very, very shortly. It is a season that will run all the way to the end of October, and that is when the season will close back here at Hockenheim. It's the first of 2 visits to Hockenheim for Carrera Cup Germany this year. We head to Zandvoort after this, and that's on the 23rd to the 25th of June for rounds 3, races 5 and 6, and then it's to the Nürburgring in August for round 4, races 7 and 8. There's a driver, Theo Overhaus. Keep an eye on him. He's been fairly quiet in qualifying today. He starts in 13th position, but Theo Overhaus, he is someone who has impressed in everything that he has been involved in. Some of that includes the DTM Trophy. He finished 3rd in the 2022 DTM Trophy. He's guested in the DTM itself, and he is a driver who is very impressive indeed. We were saying about the season, round 4 at Nürburgring, 4th to the 6th of August. Round 5, also in August, is at the Lausitz Ring, and round 6 at the Saxon Ring. Round 7 at the Red Bull Ring in September, and then Hockenheim. Vincent Andronarco, another of the drivers for Allied Racing, the team run by Jan Kaspelik, a driver and former champion in ADAC GT4, now nurturing so much young talent, none more so than Vincent Andronarco. And Vincent, well, it's not been the qualifying he had hoped for. He got a 6th place at Spa last time out and a 12th, but he's a long way down. He's in the middle of the pack, and he was struggling a little bit to find a setup that he could really get his head around. He's got a lot of work to do. He's going to be in the middle of all the fighting. There's Luca Rettenbacher, driver that returns to Carrera Cup Germany this year. He's someone who was here a couple of years ago, and really nice to have him back on the grid. It was in 2019. Gosh, was it really that long ago that Rettenbacher was last on the grid here? Alex Tauscher, another driver who's perhaps a little bit out of position, a long way back on the grid. He's been a bit under the weather. He's been fighting illness last week, and although he's recovered from that, has struggled to really get a handle on the Huber Racing Porsche and qualified again fairly mid-order. Huber Racing, well, there's a team on a roll because they just won in the ADAC GT Masters on their debut just a few minutes ago here at Hockenheim Ring. We welcome Adam Smalley from Great Britain, who is guesting here in the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. I'll get it right. He replaces Lorenzo Ferrari for this event, who is racing elsewhere. But Adam Smalley, a current driver in Porsche Carrera Cup Great Britain. He's had a win in the pro category last year. He is a driver who has been in Carrera Cup Great Britain for a couple of years. Prior to that, in the Ginetta Series, a very useful driver indeed. And it's so good to have Adam Smalley on the grid here at Porsche Carrera Cup Germany at the Hockenheim Ring. Yasin Ferrati, another of the many up-and-coming drivers in the FAC Auto Tech number 7 car, the Swiss driver, who made a name for himself very much also in esports, and has also been in the Formula Regional European Championship. He's part of the talent pool, the wonderful talent pool that Porsche operate, the nurturing of young drivers and helping them to launch their careers in motorsport. Lucas Erthel in the number 23 HP Racing International car. He's another driver who has been on the grid for a few years and has always been there or thereabouts. And looking to step up even further, Jonas Greif, a driver that debuted last year in the number 44 car, had a 17th place at Spa-Francorchamps and a non-finish or a non-classified in the second race. So as you can see, the cars are now on the grid, the track is clearing, and very shortly the instruction will be given for the drivers to start their engines, and we will be getting ready for this race. It is a timed sprint race. It will be 30 minutes plus 1 lap. It is 30 minutes of pure excitement. And when this lot get going and they cross the line at full tilt, the noise is something to behold. Porsche Carrera Cup and Carrera Cup Germany is an experience like no other, and if you've never witnessed it, you really need to get along to one of these events and find out what it's like, because it really is spectacular. It is an all GP Elite front row. It is Luke Hartog and Larry Tenforder. They are teammates, but Larry Tenforder would dearly love to beat Loic Hartog off the grid. Now, last week at Monaco in the Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup, Larry Tenforder started on pole position but had a very poor getaway that allowed Harry King to jump him and win the race. He's going to be looking to reverse that with Loic Hartog here, and he will want to beat him off the line. It is a clutch start. It's not a rolling start, so the cars will do a formation lap. They will warm the tyres and the brakes, and then we'll come back to a stop, and then it will be a clutch start for these cars. And it's all about the reaction. Look, Hartog, he has been training hard all winter long. He's moved to Team GP Elite. He sees this very much as the key to his success, and he leads the championship, but he leads it by just 1 point from his teammate. Harry King is just 3 points behind them in third place. So the 1, 2, 3 in the championship, incredibly close, and you get the feeling that it's going to be a championship that runs and runs all year long. This is set to be an absolutely classic year of Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. It certainly was in Spa-Francorchamps. Conditions could not be any more different. In Spa, it was wet, it was windy, it was slippery. Here at Hockenheim Ring, the temperatures are just a little below 30 degrees in the air. The track is up at 48.6 degrees centigrade. So getting the Michelin tyres into the window and keeping them there is going to be critical, not overcooking them, not overheating them, not taking too much out of them, because if you do, you're going to leave yourself vulnerable at the end of the race. It is a circuit that is 4.574 kilometers around. That equates to 2.842 miles. 17 turns, 9 to the right and 8 to the left. Keep an eye on track limits, because turn 1 has been the undoing of many drivers in qualifying yesterday. Many times were deleted because of drivers going wide into turn 1. The other area to keep an eye on is the infamous hairpin at turn 6. It is the scene where many races have been won and many races have been lost. It is a 180-degree turn. Requires heavy braking. Many drivers try to brave it around the outside, but they often it courts controversy on that corner. The cars are rolling. We are on the formation lap for this race 3 of a 16-race season, and the cars now with that critical lap. They're not just driving around in the sun. They are getting heat into the tyres and into the brakes so that they are in exactly the right window when the lights go off. It's Loic Hartog on pole position with Larry Tenforder alongside. On the next row, Leon Köhler and Harry King. Köhler's best qualifying of the year so far by some considerable margin. Row 3, and it's Maurice Scheuring, very rapid alongside Huub van Eindhoven. Both of those drivers, keep an eye on them. They are very rapid. Row 4, Bastian Boos and Alex Fack, both further back than they wanted to be, but can do a lot from there. Row 5, and it's Ariel Levy and Harry Jones, the leading rookie. On row 6 of the grid, Gisela Cordil and Sebastian Framert are now the Huber Racing drivers. And on row 7, we have Theo Overhaus and Vincent Andronacco, 2 of the absolute chargers in Carrera Cup this year. Next row, Luca Rettenbacher and Alex Tauscher looking to move forwards from row 8. And on row 9, it's Adam Smalley from Great Britain and Yasin Ferrati. Row 10 of the grid, it's Lucas Ertel and Jonas Greif. And on row 11, we have Horst Felix Felbermeier, another driver doing the Benelux Series, and Matteo Ferrer-Azza. Row 12 of the grid, Zoran Spreng, the leading Pro-Am driver with Janis Stiak. And then on the next row, Jan Seifert and Ahmad Al-Shibab from the Kuwait area. Tim Stender and Georgi Donchev line up on row 14 of the grid. And on row 15, Luca Vlerma, who is guesting today, along with Diego Stifter. And then on the final row of the grid is Michael Essmann and Holger Harmsen. Holger, who is an absolute legend in Carrera Cup Germany racing. Always good to have him on the grid. The cars are now on the final stages of their formation lap. Hopefully the heat will be in the tyres. Just to remind you, we have an overall race. We have a race for the rookie title, and we have a race for the Pro-Am title. Our leading rookie on the grid is Harry Jones, and our leading Pro-Am driver is Zoran Spreng. Great qualifying from him. So now, in the sunlight of the Hockenheim ring, the cars come to their grid positions, and we wait for the last few cars to come round turns 16 and 17. That is the view. We've got a camera on board with Bastian Boos. I've been told he will be moving forwards. He's further back than he wanted to be, and the new Porsche junior driver wants to make his mark on the championship. So we're going to keep an eye on the flying duck in the number 99 car. Georgi Donchev in the profile doors of a Huber Racing car, another driver who is a legend in this series. So a temporary moment of silence. The tension is increasing because clearance is given from the back. This is now 5 red lights. It is the Festival of Dreams at Hockenheim, and we are go. And away we go. Look, Hartog, he's off the grid well, but it's Larry Tenforder who's beat him into turn 1. Larry Tenforder doing exactly what he needed to do. The rest of the cars coming through. It's Tenforder. He won both races from pole position at this event last year, but now Loic Hartog having a little look on the outside. He'll be frustrated by that. He needs to hold it all together. He looks back to the inside, but Larry Tenforder just getting the jump at the start. The rest of the cars coming through, the 2 GP Elite cars running together, but Hartog, is he going to line up Larry Tenforder for a move along the parabolica towards the hairpin? They come running side by side. The 2 cars, they're teammates, but Loic Hartog really wants to get past, but Larry Tenforder will do everything that he can to squeeze the number 24 car, and it's still Larry Tenforder. Loic Hartog still lining up Larry Tenforder. Into third place, it's Harry King. But look at these two cars, the two teammates now looking to the inside, don't make contact, and now around turn 8 they come, out towards turn 9. It's still very much as you were. It's Larry Tenforder who leads away from Lurk Hartog. Harry King, Morris Schering, great start from him, 4th place. Leon Curler down into 5th. So Gislan Cordil also having a little look in the background there. There's a car that's run wide. Is that Larry Tenforder? Lurk Hartog trying to put the pressure on, but we've lost one. We've lost two. One of the Allied Racing cars. I can't see which one it is. I think it's Vincent Andronarco, and you can see it. No, it's Bastian Boos. Bastian Boos into the gravel trap. Oh my goodness. Oh dear, you can see the frustration, you can hear it. So what has happened there? And yeah, apologies for any bad language, but Bastian Boos into the gravel trap in the Allied Racing Porsche. He's got together with Adam Smalley from the UK. So the guesting driver and Bastian Boos, and they are both out of this race. The safety car is out. We have an investigation on car 87. That'll be Ariel Levy for a jump start as well. But Adam Smalley and Bastian Boos out in the gravel trap. And this has big implications for the championship. Bastian Boos very much one of the pre-season favourites, the Porsche junior driver. I cannot remember the last time I saw him record a non-finish. You can see that he is steaming as he walks away from the car, slams the door shut. You can just see how frustrated he is. And his afternoon is over. And Adam Smalley, we were so excited to have him on the grid for this event, and his race is over as well. And under the two drivers are going to swap notes. And fortunately, everyone's all okay. The incident is under investigation. But both of them will be taking no further part in this afternoon's race. They will get to do it all again tomorrow because we have another race. But certainly for Bastian Boos, the implications in terms of points are enormous. To win a championship, you need to finish everything right. Let's have a look here and see what happened. Bastian Boos, it just kind of happened before we'd got into the picture, really. It'd be good to see. We've got an onboard, hopefully, with Bastian as well at some point. And Bastian was, well, he was spinning by the time we got into that corner. He'd already had a poor start, and it looked like he'd gone and clipped Smalley as he had gone. But Boos had made a poor start to the race anyway, and was down kind of in the traffic. Let's have another look here. That's looking back. That looks like from Van Eindhoven. Maybe that was Boos. Yes, it looks like he may have had a little helping hand that turned him around. Bastian Boos. It takes a moment for it to sink in, and then the frustration. And he'll regather himself. His team boss, Jan Kaspelik, who's a wise head on his shoulders, has been there, done that. We'll sit him down and talk to him, reset. Tomorrow will be a fresh day, and he'll try again tomorrow. Oh, this was the start of the race. There was one, looked like Yasin Ferrati, who didn't really get away at the back, and he dropped a long way back. You can see that Bastian Boos had a poor start as well, got swallowed up and into the pack. This is the view from Georgi Donchev, and Ahmed Al-Shihab, well, he disappeared so early. He was almost in the previous race. I'm wondering if that is the car that maybe is under investigation for the jump start. And maybe it wasn't Ariel Levy. We'll see, because nothing has come up on the screen about Ahmed Al-Shihab. You can see the start that Larry Tenforder made, which was, I don't think it was Ariel Levy who's under investigation. I think it should be 84, not 87. But that's the rest of the cars. And that's Harry Jones, who also had a poor start, as Gislan Cordil, who was the real winner in all of that. He is the meat in the sandwich there, and he got around and became the leading rookie driver. So that is Huub van Eindhoven. getting a punt from Vincent Andronacco. And there is Bastian Boost. We're looking back at him and trying to work out what actually happened. The safety car is in on this lap. I dare say we'll be looking at videos of that for a long time to come to work out what happened, but the headline is Bastian Boost and Adam Smalley are out of the race. The safety car is in, and it's Larry Tenforder who now leads the pack. Look, Hartog, well, he's going to have his work cut out to get past Larry Tenforder, his teammate in the identical car. Now, here we come. The race is underway. Out into the first corner we come. And there is Vincent Andronacco on the inside of Harry Jones. But fighting all along, and for third place, Maurice Scheuring and Harry King. Maurice Scheuring just taking a look. Huub van Eindhoven in there as well. Leon Köhler a long way back after his poor start. And Gisela Cordeel in 7th place, and Alex Fack, and there's another of the Allied cars. That's Vincent Andronacco, who's gone wide and dropped a load of places. So another of the Allied racing cars a little bit wild out on the grass. Fortunately, he's kept it together. So now the leading Allied car, Harry King, holding it all together, but coming under pressure from Maurice Scheuring, especially in there, and also Huub van Eindhoven. A drive-through penalty, and it was Ahmed Al-Shahab, not Ariel Levy, who did the jump start. Now look at this chance for position, and that is Maurice Scheuring on the inside of Huub van Eindhoven. They've been swapping places already in this race. There's still only 8 minutes into it. But there we go. Larry Tenforder, Luke Hartog, Harry King. And look at this, just that Cordeel to the inside of Huub van Eindhoven. And through into position, Leon Köhler also coming back through the pack after that start. Theo Overhaus doing a bit of rally cross as well. Alex Tauscher in there, just trying to keep out of trouble. Through the dust come the rest of the field. And there's Vincent Andronacco. He's dropped a long way back. Incident between 12 and 6 under investigation. So that will be Vincent Andronacco and Harry Jones. We saw them get together, and Andronacco dropped to the back. So a deep breath, very much as you were. Larry Tenforder leading from Loic Hartog. Harry King in 3rd place. Maurice Scheuring in 4th. Leon Köhler in 5th place, coming back from a difficult start. Gisela Cordeel also passed Huub van Eindhoven. He's lost a couple of places. Then it's Alex Fack and Harry Jones, and then Alex Tauscher. Good start from Alex. He's into the top 10, so making up for what was a poor start to the race and keeping out of trouble. That seems to be the important part here, doesn't it? Right, let's have another look here. And this was Andronacco going wide. It didn't look like there'd been any contact, but there's a view. Great camera angle looking at the driver. And it didn't look as though he'd been helped, or maybe he had, on a previous corner. And that is where they got together. So that was with Harry Jones. And that is why the stewards are taking a look at that. The black and white flag has been shown to Harry Jones. That is a warning, but it doesn't mean there's been any penalty awarded of any sort at the moment. And there's Theo Overhaus also out onto the grass. And Alex Tauscher in the number 13 car, just keeping out of trouble. And Overhaus doing quite the opposite. Ariel Levy there as well, looking to try and steal the position away. And of course, Theo Overhaus will have lots of dirt on his tyres coming off the grass. So 20 minutes remaining of this race. And it is Larry Tenforder who leads the way from Loic Hartog. Harry King in 3rd, Maurice Scheuring in 4th, and Leon Köhler in 5th, Gisela Cordeel and Huub van Eindhoven. So many changes in the places. But finally we settle down and we can actually see what is occurring here. Maurice Scheuring, he looked like he might even steal pole position in qualifying yesterday, but the track just at the very end got so much quicker, and he eventually started down on the 3rd row in 5th place, but he's made up the place. He's into 4th. Leon Köhler, the fastest man on the track. Alex Tauscher now going wheel to wheel with Ariel Levy. And into the corner under braking. And Tauscher stealing away places. He is a man on a mission. In fact, I think it might have been Harry Jones No, it was Ariel Levy in the 87 car. So Alex Tauscher just making up a position there. And through he goes, trying to work his way up. He was thoroughly disappointed with his qualifying and just said, all I can do is press on and do the best I can from the middle of the pack. Well, that's exactly what he is doing. So Alex Tauscher and Ariel Levy going hammer and tongs. Tauscher to 11th, Overhaus back up into that 10th place. So looking at the view from Vincent Andronacco once again, and this time with Sebastian Framer. And you can see the frustration. Vincent Andronacco really struggled yesterday to find the setup that he wanted. Look how wide Larry Tenforder is coming out of the corner. Luke Hartog would desperately love to push him into an error, but he's going to struggle to do that. Larry Tenforder beat the pole sitter as the lights went out. And Harry King just watching in 3rd place. All 3 of these drivers, along with Morris Schuring, also in 4th, and Leon Köhler, all championship contenders. They've broken away a bit from Gislan Cordil, and that's a massive lock-up from Alex Tauscher. All that hard work is undone. Those tyres are going to be flat-spotted. He lets you 3-4 cars. So Alex Tauscher, having made such good progress, drops back down the order after a big lock-up. So we look at that again. You can see just overdoing it into the corner. And he lets through Ariel Levy, Sebastian Framer, Vincent Andronacco, Leon Köhler. So car 40, Janis Stiak, currently down in 24th place, and we're looking back at him from the perspective of Georgi Donchev. Georgi currently running in 2nd in the Pro-Am category. The leading Pro-Am driver is still Zoran Sprang. He's all the way up in 17th place on the track. Georgi Donchev is currently in 23rd place. Right, Harry Jones, he's been in the wars. He's 2nd in the rookie standings. He's about to be 3rd place if Theo Overhaus has his way. Harry Jones learning the Hockenheim ring as he races. He's never raced here before. Theo Overhaus has done quite a few laps here. He knows all the tricks. Harry Jones currently in 9th place. Theo Overhaus in 10th, but soon maybe to relegate. Along the pit straight they come, picking up a slipstream as they head towards turn 1. Theo Overhaus has a little look to the inside under braking into turn 1. You see how much curb they take, and now up into turn 2, still not finding a route past. So there is Harry Jones' car looking quite slippery. Wonder if he's taken a bit much out of his tyres in all the fighting that's been going on. Still holding on to that 9th place. The dust floats through the air as the cars use all of the track and maybe a little bit more. Harry Jones continuing in 9th place. In 10th place, Theo Overhaus. Now under braking into the corner, and Overhaus trying to go the long way round the hairpin. That's a brave move around there. Now running side by side out towards turn 7, a corner that is taken fairly flat out. Overhaus tries to go around the outside, the fastest line. Now he'll have the inside line for the next corner. Turn 8 is the sharp turn. Harry Jones trying to come round the outside, but Overhaus has stolen the position away. He slams the door, and Harry Jones is relegated down into 10th place. Great stuff from Theo Overhaus, a talented young driver working his way up through the pack. Ariel Levy is in there as well. Further up, this is Gislan Cordil, currently in 6th place. Hugh van Eindhoven trying to relieve him of that. He sees a gap on the inside. Alex Fack, who was very disappointed with his qualifying, in 8th place. The number 8 car just homing in on Hugh van Eindhoven, trying to move forwards from there. And he's waiting for Hugh van Eindhoven to open that door on Gislan Cordil, and he will attempt to follow through on his shirt tails. Larry Tenforder, the quickest man on the track. Luke Hartog 2nd, Harry King 3rd, and Morris Schuring in 4th place. Then Leon Köhler in 5th, Gislan Cordil in 6th place, our highest placed rookie. There he is in the number 27 car. The number 28 car behind him is Hugh van Eindhoven, and at the back of that particular queue, Alex Fack trying to close in. So Alex Fack in the number 8 car, and then the number 34 car, Theo Overhaus in 9th, and Harry Jones in 10th. So in towards the hairpin we come. Gisela Cordeal defending for all he's worth, but Huub van Eindhoven now ducks to the inside, but still can't find that route past. Alex Fack just waiting for the two cars to get together to see if he can come charging through. But Gisela Cordeal still in that 6th place. Huub van Eindhoven in the 7th place. Alex Fack in the 8th place. You can see the gap. Larry ten Voorde has opened up 1.3 seconds over Loïc Hartog. Hartog now having to dig deep to see what he can do. He's 1.9 seconds clear of Harry King in 3rd place. This is the fight that continues with Gisela Cordeal. This is for the rookie win in the Rookie Championship. Huub van Eindhoven, who came 2nd in the Rookie Championship last year, is not in this particular battle. But Theo Overhaus, who is behind, is. So Gisela Cordeal just looking to stay as far up on the track as he can in that 6th place. So Huub van Eindhoven currently in 7th and tracking him. There's Alex Tauscher. After that moment, it's dropped him down into 16th. So a lot of work to do, having gone wide and dropped those places. And there is Ariel Levy, and it looks like he's got problems. There's smoke. Now, is that a puncture? It looks like it may be a tyre down. Levy has gone wide. That's a real shame. He was running towards the top 10, and yes, there's a tyre down. You can see him struggling to keep control of it, and it looks like the 2nd place that he earned in the Benelux race earlier today is not going to be repeated. The number 87 car, he struggles to control it with the left rear down, and it's time to park it up because his race is over. You can see the tyre is off the rim pretty well, and Ariel Levy brings it to a stop. He gets to do it all again tomorrow, but that's a real shame for him. He had a 13th and a 9th at Spa-Francorchamps. He'll be very disappointed with that. The car has come to a stop out on track. That's out on turn 4. Now, I'm hoping he's far enough off the racing line. There's a possibility that might bring out a safety car. Yes, it does. So the safety car is out, and the cars are all going to be brought back to a slower pace into single file, strictly no overtaking. So once again, the safety car is out to retrieve the Ariel Levy car. Looked like he was going no further. Ariel exits the car. And once again, Larry ten Voorde brings the field down to a slow pace. And Ariel walks away from his machine, the Team Huber Racing Porsche. And no podium for him today, but he does get to do it all again tomorrow. So while we have a gap, there were lots of changes for position in all of that. It is Larry ten Voorde who is our leader from Loïc Hartog. Harry King rounding out the top string from Maurice Schuring. Leon Köhler back up to 5th. Our leading rookie, Gisela Cordeal, ahead of Huub van Eindhoven and Alex Fack. 2nd in the rookies is 9th on the road. That's Theo Overhaus, and Harry Jones 10th in the overall standings and 3rd in the rookies. Vincent Andronaco up to 11th after what has been a lively race for him. Then Luca Rettenbacher, Sebastian Framert, Lucas Ertl, Jonas Greif rounding out the top 15. Yasin Ferrati in 16th. And then the leading Pro-Am driver is Zoran Spreng, 17th on the track. Jan Seifert in 18th ahead of Horst Felix Felbermayr. There's a famous name in German motorsport. His father and his grandfather, also Horst Felbermayrs, also have raced. And then rounding out the top 20, Matteo Ferrer-Azer. Ariel Levy's Porsche now being raised up from the track to be removed. Let's have a look again, and it didn't look like there'd been any contact at that point. Just a big moment for Ariel Levy, getting control of that car, did well to keep it out of the barrier. Runs into the runoff area. A big crowd here this weekend enjoying the Porsche Festival of Dreams, marking 75 years of Porsche sports cars. Looking back, some replays here. That was Theo Overhaus on his move with Harry Jones. They ran side by side into the hairpin. And it was Overhaus who did that great move around the outside, and it was a drag race out of the hairpin, out along turn 7. You see Harry Jones trying to come back, but Overhaus had stolen that position away and moved up into 9th place. So bouncing the car, right? Keep control of it. There we go. And a lot of money's worth of machinery that we're slapping onto the ground there, and pleased to say that is now almost taken to safety. Reversing the car, Larry Tenforder just keeping heat in the tyres. Track temperature, well, it's at 48.6, so it's pretty hot out there, but keeping the heat in the tyres, keeping the tyres in the right window. The restart will be Luke Hartog's best opportunity to perhaps make a move on the lead, but he knows that is going to be a pretty tall order when it comes to Larry Tenforder. The 2 times champion in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany desperately wants to become the first driver to make it 3 championships. Had 2 second places at Spa-Francorchamps, has yet to win this year yet, and this is his best opportunity. Safety car will be in on this lap, so the cars are now currently up at turn 12. So Larry Tenforder, as we see, Ariel Levy's car just put to safety. Larry Tenforder will drop back from the safety car in a few moments, and the safety car will disappear off into the pit lane. And it will be Larry's job to decide when to go. He becomes the de facto safety car. Lights are off, and now Larry backs them up, weaving the tyres, keeping the heat in. Luke Hartog, well, he's just waiting. He's waiting. He wants to get the jump on Larry Tenforder. Harry King also there, not out of the running either. The driver who won on his debut last time at Spa-Francorchamps in 3rd place, looking dangerous. And now Larry hits the accelerator into turn 16. He comes. And he has done many of these restarts, and now look, Hartog looking under threat a little bit from Harry King and Maurice Schuring. His car's running wide out of turn 17 in towards turn 1, and through they come, and that is Maurice Schuring going very wide. He comes back in, still trying to get heat in the tyres. Leon Köhler behind him, not able to take advantage at that point. And now look at this, we're into the traffic. And again, lots of wheel banging going on as the cars head around these early corners on this, the restart of race 3 of the season. Theo Overhaus now coming under pressure from Alex Fack. And Theo Overhaus, who was in 8th place and has dropped back. So Alex Fack, sorry, he was still in 8th place. Alex Fack putting the heat on. And there's somebody locking up. There's Harry Jones locking up into the corner. Leon Köhler in there as well. The Huber racing cars running close together. In fact, that's Luca Rettenbacher in the 92. The car is identical to Leon Köhler. And now Harry Jones on the inside. So a lot of challenging going on at the restart. This is where drivers are looking for that opportunity to try and make places when the cars are all bunched up together. That's not the case of Larry Tenforder. He's already opened up a gap at the front from Luke Hartog, Harry King. Then Maurice Schuring, Leon Köhler. Here come the rest of them. A little over 5 minutes remaining. Now Luca Rettenbacher getting together with Harry Jones. This is for 10th place. A little bit of contact. He backs out of it. But Luca Rettenbacher looking ever eager. But Harry Jones looks as though he might be struggling with pace a little bit at this stage. Someone in front of him goes wide. Still everybody pointing in the right direction. There's Theo Overhaus. He's up there as well. We can't keep up with this. Up in the top 8. Here come the leaders. Right, so challenges further back. Gisela Cordil, Vincent Andronacco. You don't count him out at any point, because Vincent Andronacco, having had a very lively start to the race, is now working his way back up through the pack. And it's Gisela Cordil who has moved down a position. Now up towards the hairpin. Larry Tenforder, he's opened up a gap from Luke Hartog. There's your leader. Second, Harry King. Now with Maurice Schurring looking ever menacing in the mirrors. Is that Cordial going wide? I think it might have been. I think that might have been Vincent Andronacco in there as well. Theo Overhaus also getting stuck in. Lots of changes for position. This is such a competitive championship, and there Ghislain Cordial getting a helping hand around, and that is how the move was made. So I think maybe the stewards might have something to say about that when that is all said and done. There's contact further back as well. The onboard cameras do not lie, do they? And now Harry Jones locking up into the corner. There's a replay of that. So much changing and jostling for position up and down the pack. Looking back, and the incident between Harry Jones and Alex Fack has been noted by the race stewards. You can see that Fack went straight on the corner. So as they cross the line again, let's see what the order is. Ghislain Cordial has ran out wide. Looking at a replay there, the order as they cross the line, it's Tenforder from Hartog, from King, from Schurring, from Köhler, from Eindhoven, from Overhaus, from Andronacco and Cordial. And look at this, this is proper door-banging racing as Luca Rettenbacher really getting stuck in there. So here comes the first, second, third, fourth and fifth. Leon Köhler at the back of that queue. Then a little bit of a gap back to Huub van Eindhoven. Theo Overhaus still there as well. Then it's Vincent Andronacco, Ghislain Cordial and Harry Jones. The rest of them filing around the corner. I can't keep up with it. And challenges up and down the pack. The positions changing literally everywhere. And Harry Jones has a drive-through penalty for pushing another car. So the stewards have taken a look at that. So Harry Jones, a drive-through penalty. He is going to lose that 10th place. A drive-through penalty. Well, he's not going to serve it in the last couple of minutes of this race, so that'll be 30 seconds added to his time, and that will drop him well out of the points. And that is a real disappointment from the driver who scored so well at Spa-Francorchamps last time out. So Harry Jones in 10th place, falling to the wrath of the stewards in the final minute and 3/4 plus 1 lap of this race. And oh, he is actually going to take it now. I thought he might wait until the end of the race, but into the pits comes Harry Jones, and the rest of the field comes streaming through, and you do wonder whether he might just park it up, because he is going to be absolutely stone last once this is done. Serving his drive-through penalty, didn't argue about it, just got on and did it very graciously. And the Australian driver, who has been racing in the Hockenheim ring for the first time this weekend, rejoins, and he is right at the back of the pack. Our leader, Larry Tenforder, started second on the grid. He got the jump at the start, beat Loic Hartog into the first corner. Hartog into second, Harry King into third, Maurice Schurring in fourth. And still the challenges carry on. Leon Köhler in fifth, Huub van Eindhoven, Theo Overhaus, Vincent Andronacco, Ghislain Cordial and Luca Rettenbacher. And Luca Rettenbacher in the car that looks remarkably like the Leon Köhler car in the battles there as well. So great cameras on the GP Elite cars as we ride on board. Larry Tenforder and Loic Hartog in there as well. So adjustments still being made. We are into pretty well the last few seconds of this race. So if they don't cross the line before the clock strikes 0, it looks as though this will be the last lap of the race. So out onto the lap they go again. A 5-second time penalty has been added to car 27, Ghislain Cordial, for exceeding track limits. So car 27 is going to have 5 seconds added at the end. Great view of Alex Fack running in 11th place at the moment. But Ghislain Cordial, who is currently in 9th, but 5 seconds is going to drop him a long way back. Because of the safety car, the field very much bunched together. But we're into the final lap of this, which has been a lively bruising and slightly confusing race in race 3 of the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany 2023 season. Harry King still putting the pressure on Loic Hartog in this, the final lap of the race. I think he can put the pressure on. Getting past might be a bit of a challenge in this, the last few corners of the race, but Larry Tenforder very much repeating what he did last year, getting to the front and leading. There's Ariel Levy looking on, frustrated after that tyre failure. But Larry Tenforder, no such problems. Into turn 12 he comes. And out towards the Sachs curve for the very last time. Slightly banked curve. Out into turns 14. Just keeping it all together. He's won many, many races. This is a really important one in his championship challenge. It's Larry Tenforder out of turn 17, who takes the checkered flag and wins race 3 of the season, beating his teammate Loic Hartog into second place. Harry King crosses the line in third, ahead of Maurice Schuring and Leon Köhler. Huub van Eindhoven, Theo Overhaus, after all of that, is the leading rookie driver in 7th place, ahead of Vincent Andronacco, Gisela Cordil, who has that 5-second time penalty to be added. Then Luca Rettenbacher, boy did he get involved, Alex Fack, Lucas Oertel, Sebastian Framer, Jonas Greif, Yasin Ferrati, and then Zoran Spreng, who wins in the Pro-Am category. Michael Essmann, good job from him, 18th across the line. He is 2nd in the Pro-Am category. Georgi Donchev is 3rd in the Pro-Ams. He crosses the line in 21st place. But Team GP Elite taking a 1-2, but it wasn't the 1-2 as they lined up on the grid. It's Larry Tenforder, who started 2nd and finished 1st. Loic Hartog, well, he'll be disappointed with that, but he gets to do it all again tomorrow, because he will start tomorrow's race on pole position. And if I'm right, he will also have Harry King alongside him for that. So that will be a thoroughly entertaining race. But at the moment, it's Larry Tenforder, who adds another win to his record. The most successful driver in Carrera Cup Germany history, just going offline to pick up rubber, make sure the car meets all the weight requirements when they get into Parc Fermé. And Team GP Elite, what can they do that is wrong? Because they are just really so strong. They have been so strong for so long. They have Zoran Spreng, who has won in the Pro-Am category for Team GP Elite, and Larry Tenforder, who wins in the overall category. So there we go, confirmation what has been a lively and bruising race. Larry Tenforder from Loic Hartog, Harry King, Maurice Schuring, Leon Köhler, Huub van Eindhoven, Theo Overhaus, Vincent Andronacco. They were in the battles, but they never gave up, rounding out the top 8. Gisela Cordil, Luca Rettenbacher, Alex Fack, Lucas Oertel, Sebastian Framer, Jonas Greif and Yasin Ferrati rounding out the top 15. Then the winner in the Pro-Am category, Zoran Spreng, another of the GP Elite drivers, ahead of Matteo Ferrer-Azar, Michael Essmann, Horst Felix Feldmar, Janis Stiak, Georgi Donchev, Luca Vlerma, Gesting, Ahmed Al-Shihab and Diego Stifter, ahead of Tim Stender, Harry Jones after that drive-through, then Holger Harmsen, Alex Tauscher and Jan Seifert. And then we had Ariel Levy, Bastian Boos and Adam Smalley, all non-finishers in that race. But those are your 1, 2, 3. And it's Larry Tenforder who occupies the top step of the podium once again. A position that he has almost owned over the years. But he's had an awful lot of challenging going on, and last year it was Lauren Heinrich who brought the biggest challenge, and this year it may be his teammate Loic Hartog or Harry King. They're going to push him all the way as he tries to gain that 3rd title. He receives congratulations from Loic Hartog on the roof of the car. Of the two, Tenforder and Hartog was not looking the quickest in qualifying, but has turned it around come the race. Receives congratulations, and there you can see he jumps to the top of the points standings. Loic Hartog 4 points adrift in second place. He came into this race 1 point ahead. Harry King into third. Then Morris Schering, Theo Overhaus and Leon Köhler. So the championship really alive, but Bastian Buus, he's already 41 points adrift, and he is going to have to really gather it together, and it's going to take everything for him to reset, refocus. I dare say we will see him back on the podium very shortly, if not tomorrow. There's Harry King, the teammate of Bastian Buus, and there is a replay of that winning moment for Larry Tenforder ahead of Loic Hartog and Harry King. Team GP Elite, an amazing team who really just know how to turn out winning cars and winning drivers. You can see how much this means to Larry Tenforder. He may have won a fair few races over the years, but it doesn't get any less, does it? And I think he's still sore, having lost out at Monaco in the Mobile One Super Cup last week, and now making up for it with the win in race 3 of the season for Carrera Cup Germany. So Team GP Elite, who are headed up by Torsten van Husteren, and are an epic team who know how to produce winners both in the Pro-Am and in the overall. There's your third place. It's Allied Racing with Harry King. In second place, Loic Hartog for Team GP Elite. But it's a Team GP Elite 1-2. The one going to Larry Tenforder. Once again, looking for that third championship title. He's going about it the right way, taking the win in race 3. So a massive crowd, something around 40,000 spectators here at the Hockenheim Ring this weekend, who have been entertained by Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux, GT Masters, and now Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. And the 1, 2, 3 also being joined by the winners in the Pro-Am and the rookie standings. So Theo Overhaus just listening in to what they're saying. Julia Isaac, one of the directors of Porsche Sport. So the car drivers now being introduced onto the podium, and there is Zoran Spreng making it a GP Elite double victory. So third place Harry King onto the podium. I would just shout out the winner of the rookie race, Theo Overhaus, who runs for Cartech Motorsport Bonk. So I think that's their first podium on that format. There's the second place, Loic Hartog in the overall race. And the winner. You can't keep him off the top step for long, can you? Larry Tenforder as Loic Hartog's girlfriend, Veep, who will be delighted with that second place. And they're a representative for Team GP Elite. I should think the wines will be flowing there tonight. And now the national anthem. So the Dutch national anthem, I'd never even heard of that until a few years ago, and now it seems to get played at race circuits around the world most weekends. Here's Uri Isaac, who's coming to project manager of customer sport. There we go, I got it right in the end. Presenting the third place trophy to Harry King. Harry King, watch out, he is going to be winning an awful lot of races in this series. He's already the Benelux champion, Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. There's the second place trophy being awarded. And the winning trophy, Alexander Pollock from Porsche Germany, celebrating this, the Festival of Dreams here at the Hockenheim Ring. It has been an absolute Porsche party. Everywhere you look, there are classic, modern, electric, non-electric, the car parks, the paddocks, everywhere is full of Porsches. It is a proper celebration of the great brand. And they pose for photographs on this, the 75th anniversary of Porsche sports cars. As race 3 is concluded, the trophies are presented, the photographs are taken, and soon the champagne will spray. Anyone who's got any wisdom at all runs for cover. And now the celebrations kick off, but not for long, because tomorrow we get to do it all again. Tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon in fact, not the morning, at 5 minutes to 3 local time, it will be race 4 of a 16 race season. It will be, look, Hartog and Harry King on the front row of the grid. This could really get lively. Join us tomorrow for race 4. We can't wait. We'll see you then. Bye bye.